Alrighty then, hold on. Because in my current condition, I really should not be making a video right now, nor should I be standing. Because all the muscle tissues in my legs are ripped from walking too much yesterday. But anyways, where should I start this off? Not the usual what's going on, guys, because your boy's not feeling it today. To be honest with you, let's be honest here. This is an interesting what if. Got this idea from one of my subscribers. Quite honestly, I like the idea. It took a lot of thinking for this one. Not that much thinking. Yeah, not that much thinking for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie. There wasn't much thinking for this one. Like, I just thought of, like, the moment I saw the comment about this whole thing, damn, it just played. It just played ahead in my head. Like, I watched it grow, I watched it fall, many more. So, yeah. So, this is an interesting what if. And this what if is, what if Deku was in Trinity 7? And of course, if I'm going to bring Deku to another anime, I of course gotta bring Class 1A along. Yay! So, yeah. So, this one, it's only gonna be Class 1A. You know, the funny thing is I haven't watched Season 2 of, Trinity 7 yet, nor have I read the manga. Why? Because sleep is key for me making y'all what ifs. I don't get that much sleep to begin with, so such is life. But anyways, I'm gonna start it off in the world of Trinity 7. Hold on. But anyways, we start off the what if in the world of Trinity 7. Exactly when after Lilith and Arata just left from the area, or Japan, to go to the Magic Academy. So So after they left, we skipped to Class 1A now. Basically doing classwork and stuff like that, and yeah. So Aizawa finishes the lesson and, well, he dips. Man's gotta go to sleep, right? So that happens, and right when Aizawa leaves, a portal opens up. Everybody thinking it's the League of Villains, but it is not. It's just your friendly neighborhood. It's just your friendly neighborhood portal. Yes, friendly neighborhood isekai portal. Such is life, isn't it? Swear, the world works in mysterious ways. You shouldn't be like the world, because you'll get on my bad side. But then again, you're a part of the world, so you're already on my bad side. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I hate humans. Alright? I hate humans. I hate the race, the form of intelligence, the existence itself. If you're a human, I hate you. Alright? It's not because of your personality, not because of how you look. It's because of how you act. It's because of the things that you do. Alright? It's because of the negative things that you do. The positive things, yeah, I could tolerate it. I could definitely tolerate it. And I won't lie, I do bad things myself. I think of bad things a lot. Actually, I have, like, out of all my friends, well, I don't have that much friends, but out of all of them, I have the most negative mindset. Yes, I have the most negative mindset. Sure, I probably wouldn't do them, but still, I still have a negative mindset. So, anyways, yeah, yeah. I hate humans. I hate the things that we do. I do bad things myself. I have a negative mindset. Technically, every time like I hear my conscious, the only thing that my conscious saying, like my other half, the only thing it's saying is I don't think you cannot be saved. Why? Because well, my mindset on the world is that I feel like I'm too far gone to actually accept the world for what it is. Well, I've already accepted it, but I don't accept the people around me. More to be exact, I don't accept the people around me or anything like that. So, sure, I may be scared of being left alone on the planet by myself, but still, that doesn't mean I accept you for who you are, or what you are, or anything like that. Yeah, you're gonna leave me on the planet. Might as well. It's not stopping me from just, killing myself and going to heaven and possibly finding out where you went. But hey, such is life. So, yeah, magical portal appears. Portal, the sucky sucky, 300 degrees miles, 300 miles, and sucks up everyone in class 1A inside the portal. The class just see a flash in the portal, and when they open their eyes, they just see themselves in front of this black ball that is sucking everything around them. Everybody is scared as hell because they feel this ominous pressure from this deadly aura that it's going to kill you. And Mina falls to the ground due to severe trauma, and so does Kirishima. No, poor Kiri. Yeah, such is life. The world truly is a cruel, cruel place. And Bakugo is scared as well, and he sees Deku as he's thinking, we could use him as a sacrifice. As he proceeds to pick up the terrified Deku in a moment of, well, fear, as he proceeds to explode, fling Deku to, well, the portal, to the hole, to at least distract it, because they think it has a mind of its own and it's just working on its own, and they think it can get distracted. So Deku gets sucked in by it as the class proceed to run. Deku, not knowing what happened, just sees his classmates running. His classmates are just running away, either exploding away, floating away, taping away, sliding away, or many more. As Deku, seeing this, is heartbroken. It hurts him. Deku feels hurt, destroyed. So yeah. So Deku gets sucked into the black hole, and it's the abyss thing. It's the abyss thing in in the show. So yeah. So we skip to Deku's point of view. Deku, he's kind of like a laid out man. Hands is apart, legs is apart. Not like that. He not about to get raped. Yo, chill yourselves. All right, calm down. All right, if you hear me curse, that's because my videos are age restricted. I don't know why I have to do it. Well, I know why. That's because I can't access my comments without doing that. But yeah. So it's already age restricted. What's the point? Might as well go along with it, right? But anyways, we skip to Deku's point of view. I can't see. I can't talk. It's so dark in here. So Deku, it's so dark in the abyss. As Deku doesn't know what's going on, as he's just thinking to himself, why? Why did this happen to me? Who did this to me? Who put me up to this? What grudge do they have against me? So Deku, he's in depressed mode. He's in depressy boy mode. And yeah, kind of feel sad for him. But hey, We live and forget. It's like, alright, we don't forget things like this. So, we skip to the outside world where Class 1A are contemplating what to do since, well, they don't have Midoriya no more. Smart Boy gone, so they have to use their last brain cells to come up with something. So they're fending for themselves for a whole 2 months since Aruto over this time has gotten himself into his own troubles and stuff like that. So as we all know, Aruto's Tama, I think it allows him to manipulate reality, right? Yeah, Aruto's Tama allows him to manipulate reality. And he manipulates his reality by manipulating the mana around him. By, well, canceling it or, well, creating things out of it. So, Deku is going to manipulate the opposite of reality. And that means he will be manipulating fiction or anything outside of reality. So things like Pokemon and stuff like that. So, in the picture, Deku's eyes are not red, they're actually black. So imagine that red as black. I couldn't find a black one with a black color, so I apologize about it. So, yeah, that happens. And, yeah. So, Deku, like to him, like Class 1A, they've been fending for themselves for exactly 61 days. Alright, 61 days. Deku, he does not get hungry or sleepy or anything. Deku, he's just looking up into this dark abyss as he just looks forward into the deep emptiness, endlessness, and stuff like that. At one point, Deku, he actually got attacked by one of the, well, dark strings inside the void, and it happened to be something, it happened to have hurt his eyes, in a way. Now, let me show you what his, well, gear is gonna look like. Imagine you don't see them lips and that nose. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of disturbing. So, like, we're gonna imagine this, but, like, make it, like, a little bit shorter. Deku's 5'5", he's gonna be, like, 5'6", 5'7". You know what, just leave it like this, but 5'7". Deku actually got, 2 abilities. He has his Tama abilities and the abilities from the Abyss. The ability from the Abyss is this star. The star, well, it's kind of like the Abyss. It's a little bit version of the Abyss. It just allows the user to unconsciously, unless he notices it, he'll unconsciously just suck mana out of the air. Not from the people around him, but out of the air around him. So, yeah, like how regular mages like Aruta and friends like taking mana, like Deku, he'll be sucking up mana like 5 times greater than them, which, well, means he'll have to upgrade his mana reserves, making it bigger, and bigger. So, yeah. So, next is this. This book is kind of like Aruta's Tama. Aruta has exactly 2 Tamas. There's the one to manipulate reality, but like the other one, I don't think we know much about it. So slow. I think it also manipulates reality as well. And Aruta, it happens to be the Demon King. So, yeah. So this one is basically his book of fiction, or his book of dreams, imagination, reality manipulation, because technically anything that isn't fiction is in an omniverse. This is possibly like the 3rd or 4th time I'm saying this, because I've used the omniverse multiple times. So yeah, you should get it by now. So you know what the omniverse is. It has every anime possible, any fictional character and stuff like that. So what shows did Deku watch? I don't know. I'll just make up some random shows, kind of like Dragon Ball, Rimuru, and stuff like that, but not the same characters exactly. So, yeah. He watched One Piece, many more, but like the characters inside are not exactly the same. We can't have that. Copyright purposes. I'm not trying to go to jail at a young age. All right, so yeah. All right, so yeah, he read mangas as well. So Deku he still studied, but on his free time he'd read mangas, watch anime and stuff like that. Cause he noticed that a lot of his friends at least do like things like watch anime, watch manga, except for Mineta. He watches hentai. We don't talk about that though. Hentai is perverted anime. Kids, don't search that. Don't search that up on Google. All right, trust me on that. Don't do that. Do that when you're 20 and older. Yeah, 20 and older. Any recommendations for older ages? Yeah, you're welcome to say any other age in the comments. But 20 and older for me. But anyways, you're wondering how I know about this? Don't worry about that. I have friends that watch it. Yeah. So anyways, it's sealed. Like, yeah, this is basically how it is. And you may be wondering, where is it? It's kind of like Arta's, like the neck chain. It's kind of like Arta's, but like the neck chain and stuff like that. But for Izuku, yeah, it's kind of like the neck chain for Izuku as well. But instead of it just being on like one like corner of it, for Izuku, it's actually in the middle, like in the middle right there. That red dot. Oh, I don't know the color, but still. And the ship for this is Lisa. Yay! Why? Because she's gonna be the first person to meet him and actually catch romantic feelings for him. So Arts is still gonna get like that harem and stuff like that. But Izuku, he gonna get Lisa. So yeah. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So that happens. So ships Lisa, and we already know Izuku's powers. But yeah, we skip to Izuku's point of view. For Izuku, it's kind of like years have passed, and Deku has been getting hit in the eyes multiple times by the swinging tentacles of like the abyss. For Izuku, it's been like thousands of years. So like for every day for them, for Izuku, like every hour is 1,000 years for Izuku. So yeah, that's how it is. But hey, such is life, such is life. Let's find out how much that is. 24. So Deku has been inside that. For Deku, he's basically in there for 1,468,000 years. Yeah. Deku thinks it's years, but it's actually days. Well, months. But still. So yeah. So Izuku's just floating around this abyss. You know what? Forget the 5 times multiplier. It's a 1,000. Let's do that calculation again to see what I could do. It's actually gonna be a 1,464 multiplier. And that's kind of dangerous. I know. For magicians that's taking magic at rapid rates like that, it could possibly hurt their internal organs or their core where they keep their mana. So I'll keep it simple. Deku, he's gonna have a suppression seal on him. Lisa's gonna put a suppression seal, but it's not gonna be that strong. It can only hold up for a little bit until she has to, reform it. So Deku's gonna have a seal on him. So as Deku gradually gets stronger and stronger, the seal gets lifted and lifted again. But still, it's gonna be strong as hell. Cause Deku, because like the speed of it being absorbed is kind of fast. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically how it works. So yeah. So Izuku's just floating around in the abyss, just getting hit multiple times. So basically, like every 1,000 years, Deku just gets hit in the eyes. Like Deku, he's just thinking like, why am I getting hit in the eyes? Is it bad luck and something like that? And yeah, it's kind of bad luck for him since he keeps getting hit in the eyes. And every time Deku, he got used to it, because like the first time it burnt his eyes, and it burns even worse every time he gets hit. The burns get worse and worse. Cause Deku, he's been stuck in the abyss. Cause one time the abyss actually touched Izuku's hair, and it sucked up the green color of Izuku's hair. And every time it hit his eyes, it takes a green color out of his hair. Not only that, it takes it sucks in the positive emotions that Izuku has, and the negative emotions that Izuku has. Like, not like exactly the emotions, but feelings like rage, despair, stuff like that. It just takes it away from him, like relieves him of his pain. Like, he could still smile and stuff like that and possibly feel the emotions, but still, like, the negative emotions he has towards Class 1A and stuff like that for betraying him, he doesn't particularly have it. So Izuku, it's kind of like a normal thing for him, just floating in this abyss like there's no tomorrow. So Izuku, he just sucks it up. And yeah. So whilst that's happening, Deku, he doesn't seem to be having any problems whatsoever. So yeah. But anyways, so Deku, he's just doing that. As Deku, he decides to close his eyes for once. It's not that he's tired, he just wants to close his eyes. But the Abyss wasn't allowing that. So the Abyss, it forcefully used the magic that it has absorbed, and you know, open your eyes, nigga. Yeah, basically, it opened Izuku's eyes forcibly, and that's when Deku noticed that he don't run shit. He don't run shit in that Abyss. The Abyss runs shit. If that nigga wants him to keep his eyes open, might as well. So Deku, he's just counting and counting and counting in his head, kind of like Senko did when, well, he was turned into stone. It's not that Deku will die if he stops thinking. It's just that Deku has a lot of thoughts in his head. He's not counting like time and stuff like that. Deku's just thinking about random shit and stuff like that. And there was one time that his mom actually crossed his mind, but he forgot about her real quickly. Yeah, he forgot about Inko real quickly. So the only time he'll remember Inko is when he actually sees her. So yeah, you get the gist, don't you? Oh my god. So yeah. So Deku's just floating around and stuff like that, absorbing the mana as the Abyss is absorbing mana as well, which forces the Abyss to actually grow bigger to absorb more mana. When we skip to the outside world, the 2 months after Class 1A were found by Lilith and Aruto, who just want to explore the outside world like crackheads. Well, mostly Lilith. Lilith wanted to see what's going on outside, and Aruto, he just wanted to go for the round. So yeah. So that happens. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, but anyways. That's a lot. 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 That is a lot. Damn, motherfucker. Motherfucker. But anyways. Sorry if you hear me tracking on playing a game right now. You don't have to worry about what the game I'm playing is. Alright? Don't worry about that. Mind your business. It's a simulation game, that's all you have to know. Normally I don't play games like these. I just found this random game. I'm like, okay then, I'm gonna play the simulation game. So anyways. So we skip to Lisa. Yay! Quite honestly, out of all the girls in the whole like series, Lisa's actually my favorite. Not because of that reason, but because she a smartass. Like, damn, bitch is breaking space and time, but she can't get out of it though. like, like imagine you're the god of space and time. You break space and time, but the space and time, like the space and time zone you go to, you can't get out of. It's kind of messed up, isn't it? Yeah, kind of anticlimactic. like, like that's the whole Uno reverse card on you. But anyways, so yeah, this is like in Lisa's earlier days when she's just experimenting. This is after Arata, and this is after class when they were found. So she's just experimenting in some random location. As basically, she's just training with space magic and time magic because she found ruins on that and she was like, okay, I guess I'll train with this and that. So she does that. And basically, after doing that, she thinks, let's try them together. And she experimented it. First, she tried it a little bit, then a big one. And she said, let's try to see if we could bring an actual human being. Now, she tried that, but something went wrong. The spell was malfunctioning. As the spell malfunctioned, lightning splattered everywhere. It was just spewing. So, she didn't really know what was going on. She just knew that if she doesn't stop it now, it will be catastrophe for her, because she's currently in a ruin right now. She's currently in a ruin. Not the same ruin where she met Arata and friends, but she's in a ruin. So, as basically, whilst it's closing, she sees this figure just floating towards her. Like, she sees this head floating towards her. She's thinking, oh, it's probably one of the dead people. Wait, no. Can't have that. Because we still need to say how, he got this. Let's skip to before that happened. Like, after the first month was over, the first month had 30 days. So the portal, it's stuck in a book. Alright, exactly this book. Alright, stuck in exactly this book. And immediately the book went to Izuku. As Izuku says, huh? What's this? As all of a sudden, right when it makes contact with Izuku, a chain appears. A chain goes around Izuku's neck. Izuku is panicking in his head, thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking die. But, hey, we know that's not happening. We can't have that. But, anyways... So, that happens. And basically, that's how he got it. Now, with that, he was actually able to sleep. Because Izuku was just imagining his head how it would feel to sleep right now. And then it started floating off of his head, and it opened up. And on top of the pages was what you see right here. As all of a sudden, Deku starts to feel tired as he falls asleep. Now back to Lisa. She sees that figure as basically she keeps it open a little bit because she doesn't know, like, she's thinking like, oh, there's a possibility that's a living, breathing human being. But anyways, so that happens as basically Mizuku just pops out. Alright, pops out immediately. He pops out. Alright. Now, when did Izuku actually fall asleep? Izuku, he fell asleep. Well, actually, he fell asleep 10 days after getting the book. Yeah, Deku fell asleep 10 days after getting the book. So, Deku, he exactly fell asleep in year, well, according to him, year, what the hell? Ah, that's crazy. Yo, kids DJs be retards, bro. Especially in my neighborhood. So he fell asleep in well, the supposed year 960,000. Yeah, the 960,000th year. To him, that is, in accordance to him. So, Deku, he's sleeping. And, well, he slept for those years until, well, Lisa just popped him out in that year. As basically, when Izuku popped out, like, legitimately, when Izuku popped out, immediately Lisa noticed that Izuku mana was just gathering around him, and at an extremely fast rate, to the point where the mana itself was putting a huge amount of pressure on her. The pressure on her was at least, like she had at least, let's find out, shall we now? I'm doing multiple calculations without even knowing what I'm doing. Alright, you're gonna hear a lot of mistakes in this. Because I'm busy doing something. I'm using another phone just to make these calculations. Yes. But such is life. Damn. But anyways, the pressure being put on her was 732,000 times heavier than her normal gravity. You may be thinking, oh, she'd be dead by now. Nah, she used gravity magic to lower it down a little bit, so yeah. So she did that. And well, yeah, so she did that, and after that, she put the seal on him. She put the seal on him after using zero gravity on her multiple times, like in a range for her and Izuku. As basically, she put a seal on Izuku, a seal that will at least, cause she knows that, well, if he sucks in too much mana, it'll kill him. It'll possibly kill him. So she sealed away, like, the excess mana. Alright? It's still gonna gather up, but it's still excess. And it's still, like, accessible. So, yeah. Oh, also, anything that Izuku imagines can come true. Like, he can make it permanent or just for a little bit. Permanently, it's kind of like a point system. It's like, to make it permanent, it takes a lot of mana for Izuku. Izuku's magical power at this current moment is kind of more than Lisa. Like, Arata in his demon lord form is kind of like 50, like 25,000. Izuku's is currently 10,000, so is Lisa's. Lisa's is 10,000. So yeah, and Arata's regular one is about 7,500. So yeah, so Izuku would be consuming all of his mana just to make it permanent. So yeah, so that happens. And, yeah. So, Izuku, he wakes up. Like, she decided to just leave him there to sleep. As Izuku, he woke up, like, hours later. Exactly the next day when Lisa's asleep. She's asleep right next to him. So, yeah. So Izuku, he wakes up as he just rubs his eyes and he says, hmm? Because Izuku, he's not that shy as he was before. So, that shyness of his is gone. Like, it's long gone. So, yeah. Ooh, that's nice. But anyway, sorry. Sorry. But anyways, he does that while Arutsu's just fooling around with friends. And Izuku thinks, what to do, what to do, what to do. Yeah, so Deku, he's just thinking to himself, and yeah, he doesn't really have anything to do. He's just thinking to himself. Alright, I'm gonna stop momentarily playing the game. But, anyways, Izuku, he wakes up and he sees Lisa as he's wondering who she is, as Izuku, being curious George, he just pokes her cheek. He pokes her cheek twice and stuff like that as she wakes up and says, "What is it?" Unconsciously not knowing that it was Izuku, as she just looks up and she sees this. This black-haired boy, black eyes, basically practically emotionless. As she blushes. She blushes heavily. As she then looks into his eyes and she notices that, oh shit, it's dead inside. He's dead inside. Oh wow. Damn. That's crazy. Oh wow. And she's thinking, maybe I could leech some of his mana. Yeah, the whole thing she did with Arto with the kiss thing. So, yeah. But she lets that like leave her head. She says, "What is it?" As Izuku says, "Who are you? And where am I? Last I checked, I was in that black place. How long has it been since I came here?" So Lisa, she says, since he came here, does that mean he's one of them, huh? And she says, alright, let me explain what's going on here. And she explains that, oh, she's one of the Trinity 7, and she left to get stronger and stuff like that. So she explains that she's one of the Trinity 7, how she left them to basically explore ruins and stuff like that to get stronger. Yeah. So, her ideology, like to become stronger and just to become stronger and stuff like that, to overtake the world, like to rule it and stuff like that, it's gonna be changed. Like, she wants to get stronger to, like, protect Deku. Yeah. So, after she explains everything and stuff like that, how his class went to the Magic Academy and stuff like that, Deku, he just gets up and starts walking out the cave the ruins, as Lisa says, where are you going? And Deku says, well, I'm leaving. You don't want me here, so I'll go. As basically, Lisa, she puts on a sad expression just watching Deku leave. As basically, when Deku takes his 10th step, she says, wait, As Izuku turns around and says, huh? As she says, well, it gets a little lonely here. Can you stay with me? Well, blushing, basically. Like, she's blushing. As Deku, he says, okay. As basically, Deku goes and sits down next to her. As basically, she's still tired. As she basically goes back to sleep, and while asleep, she cuddles up on Deku, and Deku notices this, but he doesn't care. As Deku, he doesn't know much about his Tama. Alright? He doesn't know much about his Tama, as he just looks at the book, as he's thinking, how do I open this? As he thinks in his mind, open. As basically, the book basically opens up. As basically, Deku says, tell me all the information you know about this world and, well, yourself. As basically, things start swarming around in Izuku's head and stuff like that. Deku gets a big headache from this. A really big headache that he actually falls asleep, and he cuddles back with, well, Lisa. And 3 hours later, like, take in mind, at this time now, it's kind of like 12, I guess? Yeah, 12. 12. Yeah, it's 12 right now. Deku woke up at 10, stuff like that. Lisa woke up no, not 10, 9. I'm sorry about that. As Lisa, she gets up and notices that she's in somebody's arms. As she looks up and she sees Deku's face, as she is blushing tomato red. As she's about to yell, but she notices that he's sleeping soundly and peacefully, and she doesn't want to wake him up. As basically, she just gets out of his grip like a little bit. As she looks back and she sees that he looks kind of cute. And being Lisa, she bold as hell. But for some reason, for Deku, she was being real shy. She didn't know why. So, she was like, I'm getting my pride back. And she just goes to Deku and, pull that hair back and she kisses him. Not to leech any of his mana or anything, or even magic or power. She just kisses him. As, yeah, she kisses Deku. As Deku felt it, but he ignored it. Alright, Deku was in his sleep, he felt it. Like, obviously, anyone would feel it in their sleep. You don't know who did it, but you felt it. So, yeah. So, he felt it, he know it was her, because, well, she was the only one with him, so, obviously, it's gonna be her. So, yo, this stomping motherfucker, bro. Stop stomping. Big feet, head ass, boy. Like, shit, take it easy. So, yeah. So, Deku, he's like, okie dokie, we're just gonna do this and that and stuff like that. So, he doesn't really care about anything. He takes everything easy. And so, he's basically in the dream world right now, just dreaming of a lot of things. Like the animes he watched and stuff like that, cartoons, mangas he read, and many more. And he knows about, like, the whole magic in the world and stuff like that. He's thinking of basically the ways that those characters use magic and stuff like that. And, yeah. As Deku thinks, he imagines what it'd be like to, well, have things like ki and stuff in his world, or the ability to stretch his body parts. And, well, on the outside world, the book just goes floating. It starts floating in the air as Lisa, she doesn't know what's going on. She's working right now looking at the ruins, and so she sees a bright light and turns around to see this book in the air, like how it's supposed to be, like that, but opened. As basically this shining blue light appears as, she tries to go near it, but she can't because, well, the magical power. So, yeah. As basically, it shines. And the magical power, the amount of magical power it took from Deku was exactly 7,000. Well, the magical energy from Izuku is like their magical power is also their magical energy, so I hope you understand that. So she took exactly 7,000 from Izuku, which means Izuku, he'll be sleeping longer. So, yeah. We skip to around 4 hours later. It's currently 4, and Deku finally wakes up. Now, he wakes up to see Lisa trying, well, leaning on him, looking, inspecting his, well, book as she looks up as she blushes heavily as she moves back and says, like she's in her head not knowing what to say. Like she's nervous as hell. She's saying, what do I do? What do I do? What do I say? As Deku just rubs his eyes and asks, what are you doing? As Lisa, she doesn't know what to say. She's just scared and she says, like she unconsciously says what's on her mind right now. Well, what was on her mind like a few, like hours ago. I love you, will you go out with me? As Deku, his eyes widen. Surprisingly, his eyes widen. As he says, what? As Lisa, she says, what? As she remembers what she says, and she blushes even harder. As she says in a mumbling voice, I love you. As Deku says, but why do you want to go out with me? I'm nobody. I'm not that special. As basically, Izuku's Tama wasn't having it. Like it's cool with the relationship and stuff like that, but it wasn't having it with Izuku's like slow thinking. Let me give Izuku's Tama like an actual like. So, anyways, after about like what 30 to 45 minutes of searching, I've added new ships. Yay! Because if Arts is gonna have a harem, why not Deku? Arts went after his Tama, whose Tama's gonna go after Deku. Such is life. But hey, let's talk about who's inside his Tama. Now we see his Tamer. I want you to guess what I'm basing it off of. Okie dokie, then we're going to wait a few seconds. Oh, you should pay attention to this, to the colors and design as well. Okie dokie, after a few minutes of waiting. Alright. If you didn't guess Egyptian or the theme of Egypt, well, then you're wrong. So yeah, I based it off of Egyptians. Yay! Based on the colors and the design. You guys might already guess. Yes, I put in goddesses. Yay, I turned some of the gods into goddesses. Alright, first off, we have. Wait, which one was this? Which one was this? Isoris. She is the goddess that works with Anubis. Actually, this is Anubis' sister that Anubis, or brother, that Anubis killed. And, Isoris is actually the, god who brings you to the, underworld. Or the afterlife. So, yeah. Then, we have, female Ra. Ra, also known as the sun god or goddess of creation and goddess of the sun now. Then we have Bastas. You know, it's kind of hard to pronounce her name due to how they wrote it. Alright, but she's the cat goddess. She's the wife of Anubis. But in this one, they're what I say they're engaged. I don't know. They're good friends. You know what? They're good friends. Yeah. Her and Anubis are good friends. Next, we have Cleopatra. Yes, Queen Cleopatra. I know. It just came up in my head when I thought of this, and I was like, okie dokie, let's make it work. Then we have Queen Tut. Queen Tut, yes. Yeah, that's how it works. So, if you haven't guessed it, Izuku's Tema has, well, the Egyptian goddesses, and, well, the pharaohs. So, yeah. If you want me to do one where it has basically, like any god, because this one was, specifically themed for Egyptians. And so, yeah, so tell me in the comments. Last but not least, we have Anubis. Anubis is the feisty one. She's the one with anger issues. Not really anger issues, but she gets annoyed really quickly. Now, we cut back to Deku being clueless, and he hears a voice that says, "Oh my god, can you be any more stupid?" As Izuku says, "Huh? Who said that?" As basically his book starts floating, and it says, "Me, I said it. You're so slow." As all of a sudden, this bright light comes out of the blue gem in the middle, revealing Anubis. As she goes to him, and she grabs him and says, "Why are you so slow? God damn it! She said she loved you. She loved you." As, take in mind, she's blushing while saying all of this. She's kind of jealous and blushing and stuff like that. So, yeah. As then she hears a voice, like another voice comes and says, Anubis, you shouldn't be doing that. As, well, Isaurus comes out. As Ra says, that's correct. He's our master. As, Ra comes out, and basically, Lisa's just watching this unfold before her very eyes. As Beatrice says, that's correct, but still, he's slow. As, basically, yeah. As Cleopatra, she says, I don't acknowledge him as my master. He hasn't proven himself. You guys take him too lightly. As, basically, Queen Tut comes out and says, well, what else can we do? It's not like we can just leave anytime we want. We're practically connected to him now. So, yeah. As Anubis says, who the hell are you talking to, all of you? I'm the strongest one here. As Ra, she clears her throat. As Anubis says, second strongest. As Ra says, that's correct. As Izuku, he says, who are you? As Ra says, right, let us introduce ourselves. As they go, I am the goddess of the sun and creation. My name is Ra. I am the goddess of the afterlife. My name is Isaurus. I am... What goddess is... Hold on. As you can see from Google, I'm not finna tell ya. She is the goddess of protection, perfume, omnipotent. Yes, she is the goddess of protection, cats, perfume. I don't know how to say that one. Yeah. Fertility, protection, children, music, the arts, and warfare. She's practically the goddess of everything. Yo, what the hell? Yo, no wonder Anubis married her. She practically sending him souls down there. Like, bro, chill. But anyways, she just told Deku that she's the goddess of all of those. Deku over here confused as hell. Deku, he already know about Cleopatra. She introduced herself as Cleopatra. Deku already know about her, so yeah. he knew about Queen Tatu, so yeah. And Anubis said, I am the goddess of death. As Deku says, okie dokie, but why are you guys here? As basically Anubis starts ranting on about how he's so slow and stuff like that, how he should acknowledge a girl's feelings, and yeah. So Deku, he does that, and well, what the hell, bro? That's bullshit. But anyways, so Deku, he says, fine, I'll go out with her. As Anubis goes to Lisa and pushes Lisa and stuff like that. As Lisa is kissing Izuku, as like, you know, they're blushing, but like they're kind of jealous, especially Cleopatra. Yes. So yeah. So that happens. And basically she yells out, okay, stop. As basically Raw looks at her and says, or what? What are you gonna do? As she gets pissed, goes to Deku and starts kissing him. Which basically all the goddesses and gods are like, what's going on? As Deku's confused as well. As all of them proceed to fight for Deku, each giving him a kiss when they grab him. And Deku, he at this point he's just rolling in titties right now. He's rolling in big old bitties. So he doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that they're fighting over him. As then Lisa yells, stop! As I can't make Lisa's voice, so yeah. I'm not a voice actor. So please don't come at me in the comments like, oh shit, your voice sounds like ass. Like, damn bro, like chill. I never said I was a voice actor. Like, why you coming at me in the comments? What I do to you? Like, who hurt you? Like, who went after your life in the past? I mean, damn. I'm just doing my job and entertaining y'all niggas. Like, bro, chill. But anyways, so yeah, Deku rolling in big old bitties right now, while getting kissed at the moment, and Cleopatra as yeah. So yeah, that happens as Lisa says, why don't we share him? As they said, fine. So yes, and Lisa says, well, but I have to go to work right now. I have to go to work to study these ruins. As basically, Deku, he knows he has key in the whole stretching his body parts thing. As basically we skip to the goddesses who grab Izuku, mostly Cleopatra, even though she's not a goddess, she's not a goddess, she's a pharaoh, as she's basically has Deku's head between her bitties, her her water balloons. Yes, between her water balloons. Perfect. As she proceeds to keep him there, she's not letting him go. So, yeah, that happens. We skip to that night where, you know, while Deku, he just so happens to be sleeping, he feels this tingly feeling, to which he opens his eyes to see Lisa sucking on something that he never thought that anyone would be sucking on at his age. So, as he says, what are you doing? As Lisa just covers his mouth as she continues to suck. As Deku, he lets out a little moan and, you know, he you know, ice cream came out. She was sucking on an ice cream, so yeah, the tingly feeling was just awkwardness. So yeah, definitely awkwardness. So that's how it worked. Yeah, such is life, isn't it? Yeah, so vanilla came out. She swallowed the vanilla as the god. I'm joking. Let me stop now. She was sucking on his kids. The science. I'm about to tell you something in a scientific way. All right, scientific way. She sucked his penis, and male sperm cells came out of his testicles into her mouth, which she then proceeded to swallow. As then the goddesses came out, as they saw it, as they said, well, as who should I say no fair? Isoris says no fair. As she proceeds to jump on Izuku, as all of them gather around Izuku, as basically Cleopatra wanted to breastfeed Deku, so she took out the big old bitty, the titty, the breast, and she put it in Izuku's mouth, to which Deku proceeded to suck, and he proceeded to fondle I can't say her name, bro. I can't say her name. It just ain't it for me. Alright, I just can't say her name. Egyptian name. God damn it. See, I can't even talk. Egyptian names just hit different. Alright, they hit different on me in another way. Alright, I just can't say their names. Like, the only ones I could say is Ra, Anubis, Isoris, Tut, and Cleopatra. Any other one, I can't say. And possibly Thoth. Thoth is the god of knowledge, by the way. So, yeah. But I couldn't find a female version, so such is life. But anyways, she explains that to Deku. Deku, he says okie dokie and stuff like that. So, hey, yo, what the frick? So, she explains that to Deku. Deku has a clear understanding of the situation. He says, okay, he'll handle it. No, not handle it. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, I'm telling the story and I'm not paying attention. So anyways, so for that whole night, like the whole night, like not until 12. No. Not until daybreak. No. Until 12. They just did it. Like they just did it. And they just did it that whole time. Like Deku created a bed and stuff like that with his abilities, and they just did it. First, he went after, first he did it with Cleopatra because she was the, horniest one. Her hormones were spiking upwards, so, yeah, he did it with her multiple times. Yeah, she was a tough one. Her and Anubis. Yeah, her and Anubis were the toughest ones. She was second toughest, third, fourth, and fifth. So let me tell you how it went. So, he did it with her at least. Like in total, for each of them, like how much is there? Well, no. And she was last, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I should add an 8th one, since Arts is gonna have 8. Yes, I calculated this. In my head. So, yeah. No, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Arts is gonna have 9. Because Elisa's sister, so, yeah. So basically, he's gonna have all the Trinity 7 people, plus, Lisa's sister, and then there's the 2 books, so, yeah, I'm gonna have to add some more, just hold on for me. Okie dokie, the 2 new ships I have added are Nut. Don't take it as that reference. That's actually what her name is. It's Nut. She is the goddess of the skies, and she always helped Ra with his or now her rebirth cycle, which means basically when the sun goes up and down, basically. So yeah, and then we have goddess Ma'at. Yes, that's how it's supposed to sound like ma'am. So yeah. Goddess Matt, she is the goddess, well, she's the goddess of justice, trust, and yeah, and righteousness. I know I got the justice part right. I don't know about the other parts. But anyways, because I'm not into anything that involves Egyptians. I'm into more of Norse, Chinese, and Greek mythology. Yay! But, uh, anyways, so they come out as basically they said no fair, as you know, they rushed to Deku while they was doing it, and they got their cheeks clapped. Deku clapped that until 12, until they all fell asleep. So yeah, so it's currently 9 of them. It was until 12. So exactly, Deku, he went with Cleopatra like 5 times. 4 times. 4. Uh, 3 times. Because if they did one more time, she would have passed out. Just 2 times for her. 2 times, yeah. And 1 time, well, 1 time as well. And then for the goddess of the sky, basically for these 2, they just did it. So like the rest, like they passed out at like 10. So these guys, they did it for an hour, and they did it 4 times. They could have gone longer, but like, Deku, he had to sleep. So yeah. Oh, he didn't pull out, by the way. Yeah, he didn't pull out. I'm gonna say this now. Deku ain't pulling out. So yeah, that happens, and they did it some more, and they enjoyed it. Okay. Oh my god, because like anytime my phone closes, oh god, the video stops. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so they did that. Now we skip to class 1A and the whole school and stuff like that. So they learned about the world around them and stuff like that, and they got their temas. Bakugo has a tema that explodes anything he touches if he puts a mark on it. Kirishima has a defensive tema. His tema actually makes it so that he gets harder and harder. Mina has a tema like Bakugo's, but it works with acid. Like acid basically envelops their body, stuff like that. So Todoroki has 2 temas, which was actually surprising to them. And it's due to his quirk. His tema allows him to either engulf them in flames or freeze them. Uraraka, her tamer is able to cancel the gravity around them and stuff like that, but it still doesn't work against, well, our boy Arata. So yeah, Momo, she uses weapons. She's kind of like Ninja and Lilith that use weapons. So yeah. So Uraraka started dating Bakugo at that time. She thought that Deku would accept it that she's dating Bakugo. She thought that Deku was in a better place, like in heaven and stuff like that. We all know, boy, Deku ain't dead. Deku wasn't leaving that. So, yeah. So, yeah. So we skip to about like 5 o'clock when Deku is finally waking up with all the goddesses. And he just lets out a big ass yawn. A big ass yawn. Motherfucking big ass yawn. Ginormous yawn. Because this man was tired. Like, damn. Like, this man got some stamina if he could go for that long. But don't you agree though? Like, he got stamina beyond stamina. But anyways, yeah, they do that as basically now it's time for the whole Lilith thing. So Deku, he unlocked his Tama. like take in mind, like this happens like a week after they smash. Like this is happening like a week after they smash. During that week, Deku, he broke the seal and gave himself infinite like mana cap mana mana capa cap you know, the space in his core for mana and ki. You know, it'd be times like these where I really want to kill something, or at least somebody. So Deku, he went to some random house. Like he went to a random house. Like take in mind, this is still modern day Japan. Like Japan ain't changed. It's still modern day Japan. As Deku, he wished for that whole room to be fixed, like the living room and stuff like that. So basically, they have a house now with a portal in it, so Lilith can go to basically the ruins. So yeah, so she wants to get stronger to protect Deku. So then there's Deku, he has like enough space for it, and the seal broke, and Lilith knows this, and she says, "Oh, so all right then." So Deku, he passed out, and well, wouldn't you know it? Cleopatra's always there. Deku passes out due to losing almost all the mana just so he can unlock it, and well, he falls on her lap as she just stays there, and all of them and all the goddesses and well, the rest are basically arguing about why does she get to go and stuff like that. As Ross says, well, she was first, so yeah, that's basically how it happened. So yeah, she just stays there, as you know, while looking at her face. She got her hormones spiked up, and she couldn't handle it anymore as she just laid Deku down, as you know, she pulled down his pants, and she started doing some work. So yeah, so Deku was out for like a whole 2 hours because of all the mana he lost. So basically during that time, she gave him head. They did missionary. They did 6ix9ine. Well, not really 6ix9ine, but yeah. They did the cowgirl. I really shouldn't be saying these, should I? I'm giving kids ideas that should not be given to any other person in this world. But hey, such is life. We'll learn about it someday, right? Yes, we will. But not today. We will not continue. So yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah. And that's what happens. And like Deku wakes up to see Cleopatra just going up and down on the schlong. As he grabs her waist. As he thrusts. He thrusts. Making Cleopatra go crazy. As basically she putting on a SLUTTY face. So yeah. I did that for the kids that are going to search this up like idiots. So yeah. And well, that's what happened. Now we skip to the encounter like a week later, where Class 1A Arts and friends are looking at the ruins as Deku proceeds to say, as Deku's just with the girls and stuff like that. As basically the encounter happens with Lilith taking the thing and stuff like that, and Deku just watching, not really caring. He's just watching. He's observing. All right, he's observing things and stuff like that. So he's not really having a problem. He's just observant. So yeah, that happens, and yeah. So then the whole group tries to attack Lisa, as Deku, he raises up his hand, and a wall of, well, earth goes around her, protecting her. As Arata uses his Tama, canceling the magic in the air, as basically their clothes also rip off too. But Deku came in clutch with that key, as he made that clothes for, hold on. All right, hold on. So yeah, so that happens. Deku came in clutch with the key, and Deku he made some clothes for her on his spare time, and he transported the clothes to her at the key, cause Deku he learned some tricks with that key, some teleportation and stuff like that. So yeah, I was wondering where is that coming from? As Deku finally makes an appearance. So Deku, you know what? Nah, forget this. This is his tamer. This is his tamer. Let me show you what he pulled up, and I'm gonna actually give him like. Your boy's a little slow and can't think of anything. I literally spent 45 minutes again just looking, and I couldn't find anything. So let's just say he's wearing Archer's fit, basically. Archer from goddamn, Infinite Blade Works. Yeah, he's wearing that. So yeah, that's what he's wearing. And yeah, so he proceeds. So Arata thinking, oh, he ain't got no magic. As Deku, charges at Arata at high speeds. Arata's confused about what's going on. As Deku punches him in the stomach, and that man flying. Class wouldn't get into a fighting stance. Deku, he did the same thing that All Might did to them villains at the USJ. Bing, 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 bing. Knocking all them out. All right, real quick. Deku stands on top of them. Easy work. As you know, Arata's friends come around. Yui brings Deku to the dream world. Deku wasn't having it. Deku, he snaps his finger, breaking her dream world, turning it into a nightmare. And basically putting her to sleep because of the shock. So, yup. And then there's the one with that whole family technique with the whole leg enchantment thing. She kicks Deku. Deku, Deku wasn't having it. He don't like hitting girls. So Deku, he just chained her, just contained her. Then since there's no magic around, Deku, he just takes Lisa and dip. Alright. So that's where I'm gonna be leaving it off. I know there was a lot of mistakes in this. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I hope I could do it better in part 2, because I was really distracted in this one, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah. So hope you guys enjoy it, and goodbye.